Hello and welcome to another video. Today I have a unboxing video which I've been waiting for a long time. I kickstarted this quite a while ago. It is the Resident Evil board game. I already have Resident Evil 2 and 3 board games. They came out first to tie in with the re-releases of both of those games, and now I have the Resident Evil one. So it's coming in this absolutely huge box, which I might not be able to pick up. Yeah, that is a really big box. I believe I ordered the standard pledge with which comes with like the core game, and I think there's a couple of expansions as well, plus whatever stretch goals came with that. I didn't go for like the super high deluxe one because it was just too expensive. But we're going to open this up and see what we've got. So obviously I'm not going to be able to show you the contents of this box because I'm not going to be able to like lift it up to the camera, but there's a load of packaging material on top which is now all over my floor. Okay, so this box is inside. Big box, and we have a couple other expansion boxes in there by the looks of it. So we are going to open this up and take a look. The expansion boxes look huge as well, so I'm assuming that this is also going to be pretty big. So this I'm assuming will contain the core game and the stretch goals, and then the other two boxes are the expansions. Okay, so first off in the box, I wasn't aware of this. Resident Evil 4, the board game, is coming soon to Kickstarter. So that's something to look forward to. I'll see what the prices are. Money is a little bit tight at the minute because I've just spent a lot of money on a couple of Prince box sets. But we'll see when it launches. Okay, so we have 3 boxes in here. 3 large but they're heavy boxes. Oh dear. Resident Evil board game, and there's a couple of boxes in there, but I'll set those down for now. So this is the core game. So we're going to open this up and take a look at what's inside. It's worth noting as well, even though I have Resident Evil 2 and 3 board games, I've still not got around to playing them. The setup looks quite complicated, and it's not something that I've actually really had the time to sit down and like learn how to play. Ooh. Okay, so that's the lid, and on the inside of the lid, I've just seen something really cool inside this box. I'll show you in a second. These are all the backers. See if I can find my name, which should be on here somewhere. It's going to be in the previous one, isn't it? Is it going by first name or last name? No, it's going by first name. Okay. So I should be on this one somewhere. No, it'll be the next one, sorry. Forget my alphabet. That's the one before. This is complicated. I'm going to find it and then I'll show you. So there's the M's. No. This might only go so far, and then the rest of them might be on one of the other boxes, because this appears to only go up to J. Okay, that only goes up to J. So it'll be on one of the other boxes. So the very first thing in the box is this, which is fantastic. Look at that. That is really cool. I like that a lot. The back of that, I don't know what it is, whether that's like a game piece or part of the board or something. I'm not entirely sure. I don't have a lot of room here with the size of this box to put stuff down. Let me move slightly. Right. Rule book. And inside, obviously, all the core rules. I'm assuming some. I don't know if there's any campaign stuff in here. No, these are just like the rules. And we have campaign book here, scenarios, with a tracker on the back. So these are going to be like the full setup. Instructions. Excellent. So that's all the books. Now, next thing in the box is the tiles. Might not be able to see them very well because of the glare on the camera. Let me just try and open this up if I can find an entry point. So these are what will form the actual board itself that you play on, plus it seems like there are tokens on this as well. Okay, that should be a bit better. Right. So we have multiple boards for multiple different parts of the mansion. I'm not going to punch all those out now. There's like tokens, but I will punch those out at some point. Now we've got the miniatures. So those are what it looks like inside the box. Again, glare. Okay, so this should be a tray, and there's another tray underneath that. So there's all your miniatures, if I can do that without them all falling out. Quite a lot of zombies and dogs, and let's have a look at some of these larger ones at the top. So the big guy is the Tyrant. That's the Tyrant, which doesn't want to focus, but that is your Tyrant, lad. And you have some hunters. There we go, that's kind of focusing. And you actually have, I didn't even know this was going to be in here, but you have Lisa from the remake. You can't really see, but she's wearing a mask, holding a chainsaw. No, she's not holding a chainsaw. Why would she be holding a chainsaw? She has those manacles. I'm thinking of someone else. I'm thinking that I just immediately saw mask over the character's head, and I thought, oh, that's Chainsaw Guy. That's Resident Evil 4. And the models at the top. I'll just show you one of the zombies and the dogs as well. We have a doggo, and we have zombies in various poses. This one is trying to hail a taxi to get out of the mansion. You can see my hand in perfect detail, but not quite a zombie. But never mind. So also in here we have little tokens. I believe those are ammo counters, and we have dice, but we also have the 4 heroes. So you have, I believe that's Wesker. I believe it might be Chris, but it looks like Wesker. No, considering who the other characters are, I'm assuming that's Chris. Right. You've got Jill. Again, if you wanna see in focus stuff, you're just gonna have to look elsewhere, unfortunately. That is Rebecca, and we have Barry with his massive magnum. So that is all of the miniatures. So we do have another thingy in here as well. Where did I put the top for this? There it is. Okay. We've got another tray inside the box containing all of the cards. And this is the last thing in the box. Okay, so I'm not going to open all these cards, but I'll just show off a few like that. Those show different parts of the mansion. You have looks like enemy cards, all clear. I like how they've got the door thing on the back of that one. You have more mansion parts, whatever those cards are, supply run, and you have 3 packs of mini cards as well. I'm assuming these are your resources, shotgun shells, keys, so that's going to be your standard resources. And that is everything in the core box. That goes around the other way. So let me just pop everything back in here, and we will have a look at some of the other boxes where hopefully my name is going to be on it. Again, I love that hologram. If that isn't an integral part of the board, then I might frame that. I might do that. Right, let's pop this down here. Okay, where did I put the lid? There. Okay. So we've got 2 more boxes in here. So Resident Evil Director's Cut Kickstarter edition. So this, I'm assuming, is stretch goals, stuff like that. I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to have a look, see what's inside. Maybe it's like a different game mode or something. I've not really looked too much into the rules of this particular game, so I'm not entirely sure. Right, and we have names. So, where is my name? Let's have a look. Where am I? I'm getting close, I'm getting close. No, nearly there. There I am, okay. Just above my finger. There I am. Right there. Cool. So my name is on there. Cool. We have a book. Director's Cut. So what actually is this? Oh, this is an expansion with several new gameplay elements, including new characters, enemies, narrative, and mission cards. So we get a whole bunch of stuff in here, including the rest of the Stars team. Spoiler alert, most of them don't make it out of the mansion. Or maybe they do when you're playing. And here are the miniatures. It's just this one pack of miniatures in this one. So there we go. There's miniatures there. You've got 2 packs of cards. You've got some mini cards. Bigger pack of cards showing whatever they're showing. What is that? Spawn a crow. You don't want to spawn a crow. Crows are fucking annoying. Speaking of crows, we do have some crows. And we have some spiders. I can get them crows back in. How do I get these spiders out? Like that. I do have 3 tarantulas, so if I ever paint these up, I might do them in the same colours as them. And you have these fuckers who I believe you saw. Did you see these in a lab at the end of the game? I don't think so, because those are more like bug things. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Let me have a look at that book for a second, if I can find where I actually put it, because I'm not entirely sure like what they are. Chimera. So they are the ones that you find at the end, right? And then obviously you've got the rest of the Stars team in there, all coming with different weapons, and you've got some Crimson Heads in there as well. I will just do a quick flyby of the rest of those. Got some snakes, cool. Right, so that is everything that's in that box. Obviously it's not as heavily featured as the other box, but obviously all of the core stuff is in there. So this is just miniatures and rules on how to play them. So that is the Director's Cut box. We've got one more box in this Bravo Pledge box. I believe it's one. Yep, just the one. Ah, here's the Kickstarter exclusive. So let's move that box out of the way. So I don't actually remember what was unlocked during the campaign. I didn't keep too close of a tab on that. Let's have a look, see what's in here. Okay, so it looks like these are just miniatures. So these are kind of like alternate art sculpts. So you have just alternate costumes for a bunch of the Stars members there. You've got Rebecca there with a gun. You've got, who I believe is Jill with a survival knife. Jill with a rocket launcher, or grenade launcher rather. Yeah, a few different ones for the heroes that you already have, if you want to give them like a different look and stuff like that. So that's everything that's in the Kickstarter exclusives set. So yeah, it is just alternate sculpts and stuff like that. Okay, so that's the full Bravo pledge. I also got the 2 expansions. So we're going to take a look at them. I'm not sure which one comes first. Bleak Outpost, and it mentions plants on the back of this, so I'm assuming this is the next one because that's where you go after the mansion, and I believe the last one is the labs. I would have thought personally that the whole game story would be in the one box, but no, they split it off into these 2 expansions, but I have them anyway, so it's all good. Okay, let's get the lid off this. This is another big box. Right, so we have our instruction booklet for the expansion, and it's showing you all the stuff. So I think we're going to get 2 miniatures in this, but they are quite large, which I will show you in a second. I'm not going to open these up, but you've got more tokens and board tiles. And here are the miniatures. We have 3 miniatures. No, we do only have 2 miniatures, but one of them is in 2 parts. I've got to build him. Right. So these are like the big, impressive ones. I'm going to get them out one at a time. You have Neptune. Look at that. That's going to be cool to paint. Nice big shark. That's really nice. I like that a lot. And you have cards there as well for Neptune and the other bosses, and some more mini cards. But this one is in 2 parts. You have plant. What was it called? Plant 4B, Plant 2B, something like that. So this is in 2 parts. You've got that bottom bit, and you have this top bit. So that should just slot onto that. It's a bit tight, but yes, that slots onto that, and you have the plant. That's cool. Take that off for now, and that is the whole of that box. Like there's nothing else in that box, but obviously that does expand the game out quite a bit. I'm assuming like the standard enemies will appear as well, so you're going to need like the stuff from the core box as well. It's not just those 2 enemies. So that is the Bleak Outpost expansion, and the last one is called Into the Darkness, and I believe that should be the labs. So let's have a look at that one. This is the last thing that's in the box. Let's have a look. I don't remember what's in this. Oh, actually I do. I believe this might come before the Bleak Outpost, actually, come to think of it. I remember what's in this box, and I'm quite excited. Right. Into the Darkness is your next thing. So we are still in the mansion, and we have 2 very famous enemies. In this part of the mansion, there's your things. There's your things. So again, this has just got 2 models in it, but they are very cool. First off, you've got the big fucking spider. That is really cool. I believe that the spider was called Tiger or something. I'm not entirely sure. It has been a while since I actually played the game, to be honest. And you have the death of many a run of Resident Evil. Yawn, look at that. That is really cool. Nice. Like all the detail and the scales as well. That's real nice. That's going to be a fun one to paint. And you have obviously your enemy cards and some more resource cards. And that is everything that is in that box, and subsequently everything that is in the pledge that I got. So there will be people who got like an all-in pledge, which cost quite a lot more, with a few more things, but this is what you get at the pledge level that I got, which is Bravo pledge plus those 2 expansions. So again, I'm not entirely sure when I am going to get a chance to play this. I mean, if I was going to start playing them now, I'd probably start with this one, just have them in chronological order. But Resident Evil is my favorite video game series, and like I just love the series. And the first game is fantastic. I've been playing the game since the PlayStation 1. I loved the first game. One of the rare cases where a remake is actually better than the original. The remake that came out on GameCube and then subsequently pretty much everything else made it even better, and I just love the whole series to bits. But it's good to see that this is actually based on the remake, so you have like Lisa Trevor there, the stuff that was added in that. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. So that is something that I am going to need to try to find a lot of space for. Not quite sure where it's going to go. I have like a table with all of my game stuff on, which is quite full at the moment, so I'll find a place from. But that was the Resident Evil board game Bravo pledge. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I kickstarted it ages ago. I think it was like over a year or something like that. Might not have been that long, but it's been a while, so I've been waiting for that for a while. And I'm happy that I've now got it. So if you enjoyed this video, please click like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.